regular season, the Dodgers have a chance to close out the home schedule in style with a champagne celebration because the math, it is simple. Win tonight and win the NL West crown. Dodgers and Padres first pitch 60 minutes away right here on Sportsnet LA. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Leadoff LA. John Hartung alongside Jerry Hairston Jr. Nomar Garcia-Parr. Our friend Ned Coletti used to say a lot of times, this would be a good game to win tonight. The Dodgers would be celebrating if they could take care of business.
Listen, everybody knows what is at stake tonight. You win the division. But if you're a player, all you worry about is execution. Do your job. When you have a chance to do your job, whether it's defensively, offensively, execute that game plan. You do that, put yourself in position to win. We do that. Guess what? We're NL West champs.
Yeah, yesterday was a great win. Just a great team win. It was a good feeling. Now go out there, win the series, win the division, keep up the intensity that you had in last night's game, and keep the momentum going. Everything they did was right on. Keep that focus. Get it done.
We talk about winning series, right?
Absolutely.
In order to win this series,
tonight is
must win. Get it done.
All right, well, we saw Shohei Ohtani come through clutch a couple of times last night. Spent 6 years in Anaheim. He'd never sniffed the postseason at all. We remember when the Dodgers clinched a postseason berth. That was the game where he went 6 for 6, 3 homers, 10 RBIs, reached 50-50, the first player in history. Nomar, he's continued to be on a
temper, and he has really turned it up a notch understanding that. And I think he understands the way this game was played yesterday. This series is probably one of the ones you get closer to a playoff atmosphere that you're going to get during a regular season. He recognized that. He has upped the game. He's been on fire, and I loved his emotion, his intensity that he brought when he was knocking in those runs yesterday.
You know, the kids say a phrase that's widely used the last 6 months to a year. He wants all the smoke. Listen, he just signed the richest contract in sports history, okay? Comes over to not a small franchise. He comes over to the Los Angeles Dodgers, the LA Dodgers, a historic franchise. He wants all that smoke. He said it. Listen, the reason why he deferred all those dollars is to make sure they can have a competitive team every single year. He wants to win a world championship, so he expected all the hoopla fanfare, and he is primed for the moment.
And his RBI single in the 6th inning gave the Dodgers a 1-run lead last night. The Dodgers bullpen, Jerry, they've been outstanding in this series. 9 scoreless innings last night, protecting that 1-run lead. In the 8th inning, we saw Blake Treinen. 9th inning, it was Michael Kopech. We have no idea if that's going to be the combination going forward in October. But those two guys last night were absolutely dominant.
They were. You know, we talk about Blake Treinen. We said it earlier. Here's a slider right there. Yes, it's hit, but it's off the end of the bat. And Fernando Tatis was on everything last night. Here, a perfectly placed breaking ball out of third. And he got Manny Machado to look at a slider. Why? Because he threw 2 nasty ones before. And then Michael Kopech, 100 miles an hour, outstanding job. Here, doing a little PFP. He can play a little tight end in the NFL if need be. Outstanding job getting in. An X-band right there. Weak ground ball to second base. He did issue a walk. But I love the way he bounced back with that fastball, 1-0-1.
I mean, they were definitely dominant yesterday. They looked unbelievable. You know, here we are, we're down the stretch. We got 4 more games left. And I was talking about, like, really wanted to see, okay, who is the closer? You know, I know we've been seeing a closer by committee. I know they have numerous guys out there in that bullpen that can close the game, that you can definitely count on to get the job done. There's no doubt about it that you have all the confidence in the world. But at the same time, what we saw yesterday and what potentially it could be, if Kopech is your closer, because, man, it's pretty nasty coming in at 100 miles an hour, the way it just sets up the way you can actually now, for Dave Roberts, can manage a game, then you can have matchups with a guy like Hudson, a guy like Phillips, a guy like Treinen, all these guys who are capable of closing out a game. Then you have Vesia, all these guys you rely on high leverage when you're looking at the way the game is playing out. When you know you have one guy specifically you're going to rely on to just close the game out, that's okay. So these guys can start preparing in a different way, in a different strategy, rather than everybody wondering, am I going to get that 9th or how that may be? I like to just see it. Here's an opportunity, just kind of step up. I know there's, only a few games left, but if that's it, it's still great, and go take it to them.
I think it's training, but you know what I love about each and every one of those guys? Each one of them can get both righties and lefties out. So there's really no specialists. They got dominant stuff, and that's what we have stressed over the past month, 6 weeks. We got to make sure these guys get their rest, because when they're rested, they're nasty.
Well, Dodgers have a 3-game lead now with 4 to go after last night's win, but it was the 2009 NBA Finals. The Lakers were up 2-0 on the Orlando Magic. A very dissatisfied looking Kobe Bryant was asked, what's the story? Aren't you happy? And that's when Kobe famously said, what's there to be happy about?
Yeah.
Job's not finished. That's how the Dodgers feel right now. Last night, great win, but still more work to get done tonight. Right now, let's head inside the stadium for the first time. Kirsten Watson joins us live down on the field. She's got more on this potential clinch night at the Ravine. Hi there, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Well, first I have to say, as much as I love that message with Kobe, the job's not finished, but why'd you have to bring up them beating up on my Orlando Magic? Come on, that brings back sore memories from me. I remember seeing the confetti fall at Amway Arena back at home. But it's all right, because you said it, the job is not finished, and that is the mindset for this team. Dave Roberts, so today he talked about Shohei Ohtani, watching him not only just experiencing the excitement of this series, preparing for October, what's going to come for him this postseason, but also about this team and this fight that they're on.
I think the thing I'm seeing with Shohei is this is all new to him. And this is something he's waited, you could argue, his entire life to play in the postseason in the big leagues. And so you see his focus and his excitement and his joy and energy. And that's what I want from every single guy, whether they've played in 50 playoff games or haven't played in a playoff game yet. I think that's part of the recipe for success.
You guys haven't clinched at home since 2018. What would it mean to clinch today at home?
It would be great. It would be great. I didn't realize that, and our fans have, been with us through this whole thing, and to see some finality of the regular season and clinch at home would be great, and it'd be fun to pop some champagne tonight.
Season is obviously not on the line, but what would it mean in terms of stepping on their neck and finishing these guys tonight?
I love that question. It would be great. I think that they've obviously played us tough. These are meaningful games for them as well as us, and yesterday I thought we played a good ball game. So to win a series, as you put it, step on their necks, I love it.
But what I can tell you guys, the reaction from the players in the clubhouse, they want this win, they want the division, they want to do it at home. So tonight is the time for them, guys.
Hopefully they can get it done, and sorry, not sorry about the 2009 Orlando Magic. Kirsten Watson, Laker fan here. All right, well, let's get our first look at the Dodgers lineup tonight for the series finale with the Padres facing their right-hander Joe Musgrove. Shohei looking to clinch his first division title, leading it off, followed by Mookie, Freddie, and Teoscar. You've got Max Muncy in that fifth spot. Will Smith does the catching. Tommy Edman at short. With Miguel Rojas out, Gavin Lux is coming off a big game. He's hitting in the 8th spot, and Andy Paez getting the start tonight in center field, batting 9th. Jerry, what sticks out to you?
Well, you're looking at Andy Paez, obviously a rookie getting that opportunity. He has swung the bat extremely well in that second half. Hopefully that continues. I know it's been an issue defensively, center field, but he's worked awfully hard. Hopefully he takes great routes tonight. He's worked hard. Take advantage of this opportunity.
Yeah, you really have to, because we talked about, you have a rookie, you just never know what it's going to be like in the postseason for a rookie. Their first time, how they handle it, how they're able to relax. Well, guess what? We talked about this is a playoff series, right? Yeah. Now here's an opportunity to go show how you just get to go relax and go produce.
All right, still much more to come here from Dodger Stadium. Tommy Jerry to the curb for this next segment. We're joined now by Jessica Mendoza coming down from the booth, and also two very special guests, the co-founders of Grassroots Baseball, Jeff Idelson and Gene Fruth. We just saw the trailer for See Her, Be Her. Tell us about this incredible documentary that has now become a reality, Gene.
Well, it's getting close. It's going to be airing on the MLB Network between games 2 and 3 of the World Series. So we're getting close, and it's really exciting. It's about 7 women baseball players around the world at the pinnacle of their career. And yes, women baseball players. And there's so many people in the world that don't even know that women play baseball, and baseball is growing for women by leaps and bounds. So I'm really excited to just give these women a platform and hopefully create more opportunities.
And you, Jeff?
Absolutely. I mean, the documentary really shines a light on women and women's baseball. We see how big it is around the globe. We see how it's growing in the United States, and now is the time to shine a light on it.
First of all, can I just say thank you? Thank you guys for doing this. I mean, the trailer brings so much of what this piece is, but I know, Gene, especially with you and your photography and how you've highlighted so many women within the sport, but what would you say stood out to you of everything that you covered in the documentary?
It's just the pure, emotion of these women, where they're I mean, they've gone through so much adversity, and I know you understand that. To play the game that they love, it was not easy for them. The road was not easy, yet they persevered, and they're at the top of their game. And the most inspiring part is that they're the trailblazers for the next generation. The next generation of girls in baseball is coming, and it's coming on strong. And it's thanks to these women.
Can you also talk about, I mean, the global impact? Because, I mean, we're seeing images, our USA baseball team, and we're seeing so many of the stars that have come through now in our own country. But when you think about globally the impact of baseball for women, you saw Uganda, Japan, South Korea. Can you talk about that as well?
There are 25 countries that have national teams in women's baseball, and people don't know that. Japan has professional women's baseball. There's women in Japan getting paid to play baseball on professional women's baseball teams, all women's baseball teams. We have our Kelsey Whitmore here, who's the only woman who plays on an all-men's team, and that's a hard road, and she's just killing it. But think about the opportunities if we had all-women baseball teams, and it's coming. South Korea.
Shohei Ohtani's 50-50 home run ball goes up for auction. How much could it sell for? The ball that Shohei Ohtani hit to become the first player in Major League Baseball, MLB, history to achieve the remarkable feat of 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in a single season is now up for auction, sparking immense interest and speculation among collectors and sports fans alike. The highly anticipated auction was announced on Wednesday by Golden, one of the premier marketplaces for sports memorabilia and collectibles. The company revealed that it had successfully secured the coveted ball, and the bidding process is set to commence on Friday, creating a buzz around one of the most valuable pieces of baseball history to ever hit the auction block. The historic moment took place last Thursday during a game between Ohtani's team and the Miami Marlins. As the two-way superstar stepped up to the plate, the atmosphere was already charged with anticipation, given Ohtani's remarkable season. With a powerful swing, he sent the ball soaring into the stands, marking his 50th home run of the season. This milestone was significant not only because it marked 50 home runs but also because it solidified Ohtani's position as the first player to achieve 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases within a single MLB season. Fans in the Lone Depot Park, where the game took place, were sent into a frenzy as several individuals in the outfield seats scrambled to retrieve the ball, fully aware of its historic value. In what was arguably one of the finest performances of Ohtani's career, the star player had an unforgettable game, going 6-for-6 at the plate, which included hitting 3 home runs, stealing 2 bases, and driving in 10 RBIs. The final score was a dominant 20-4 victory, with Ohtani at the center of the action. According to Golden, the fan who ultimately secured the ball was quickly escorted by the stadium's security team to ensure the item's safety and authenticity. The ball was authenticated shortly afterward, cementing its status as a prized piece of sports history. Although the identity of the fan remains anonymous, it was reported by Andy Slater of Fox Sports 640 that they were offered an initial sum of $300,000 for the ball, a generous offer that was promptly declined. Within just a week, the ball made its way to Golden, where it is now set to be sold to the highest bidder. Ohtani is a truly one-of-a-kind player, and his incredible 50-50 season may well go down as his most extraordinary achievement to date. We are incredibly honored to present this iconic item to collectors around the world. This is more than just a piece of sports memorabilia, it's a slice of baseball history that fans and historians alike will cherish for generations, said Ken Golden, the founder and CEO of Golden, in a statement. His comments reflect the widespread belief that Shohei Ohtani's 50-50 home run ball is not only a symbol of personal triumph but also a landmark in the storied history of baseball itself. So, the question arises, how much could Shohei Ohtani's 50-50 home run ball ultimately sell for? Bidding on the ball through Golden's website will officially open on September 29 at 12 p.m. Eastern Time, with a starting bid set at $500,000. However, for those who are eager to skip the bidding process, there is an option to purchase the ball outright for a staggering $4.5 million. The ball will remain available for immediate purchase up until October 9. But if the bidding reaches $3 million before that date, the option to buy it directly will be taken off the table, and the ball will remain in auction until the final bids are in. For those interested in participating in the extended auction, it is set to begin on October 16 at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, allowing collectors and investors one last chance to claim the historic item. While it's impossible to predict the final selling price of the ball, there is speculation that it could set a new record for the most expensive baseball ever sold at auction. The current record for the highest-priced baseball was set in 1999 when the ball from Mark McGwire's 70th home run during his legendary home run chase was sold for an astonishing $3.05 million. That ball was purchased by none other than Todd McFarlane, a renowned comic book creator and artist. More recently, another significant home run ball garnered attention in the collectibles market, Aaron Judge's 62nd home run ball from the 2022 season, which broke the American League's single-season home run record. That ball fetched a sum of $1.5 million at auction, making it the second most valuable baseball ever sold. With Shohei Ohtani's unique talents and global appeal, as well as the significance of the 50-50 milestone, many believe that his home run ball could surpass previous records. If it does, it would not only set a new benchmark in the world of sports collectibles but also further solidify Ohtani's place as one of the greatest and most influential players in baseball history.